Greetings, this is Scotty Reed of Black Talk Radio News, heard on the Black Talk Radio Network Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Thought I would just make a quick YouTube video. I don't normally talk about sports unless they intersect racial issues or political issues, but I want to talk about for just a minute or two RG3, Robert Griffin III, the starting quarterback for the Washington Redskins, assuming that he comes back fully from his injury. He's making news headlines again. This time it's intersecting with politics and as well as religion. So as you can see on Fox News Sports, it's being reported that Robert Griffin III thinks it's time that gay players come out. Okay, I'm going to just read you a quick quote. I think there are gay players right now, and if they're looking for a window to just come out, now is the window, said Griffin, who is recovering from off-season knee surgery. My view on it is, yes, I am a Christian, but to each his own. You do what you want to do. If some Christians want to look at being gay as a sin, then thinking about other women committing adultery or any of those other sins that are in the Bible, those are sins too. And God looks at us all in the same way. Okay, and God looks at all of us the same way. Now, I used to be a practicing Christian, and I'm not going to say what my particular religious beliefs are now because it's none of your business. I don't wear my spirituality on my sleeve. But coming from a Christian perspective, RG3, I think you need to go talk to your mother, who I heard, brought you up as a Christian. I heard she's a very devout Christian. And so how can you say, that the Bible talks about these different sins and then say to each his own? That doesn't even make sense from a theological standpoint. All right. And so, but what I want to do is contrast this with what he said, what was it, last year, when he talked about not wanting to be defined as an African American quarterback, that he just wanted to be known for his work ethic and things of that nature, and that being an African American doesn't define who he is. And this was in response to seeing some African American fans of the Redskins who were taking particular pride in him as a black quarterback, knowing the history of the NFL, how black men were, stated to be too dumb to play the position, that you really had to be very smart to play the position so that you could break down all the different defenses and, just the cerebral part of the game. And so I don't understand if Robert Griffin III doesn't want to be defined by the color of his skin. What makes him think that a gay player would want to be defined by his sexuality? I mean, this young man really, he's very confused about a lot of things, and the media really pumps him up, says that he's a really classy guy and he has wisdom beyond his years. And he may be a classy guy. I don't know him. But critically analyzing his statements, the young man is very, very confused. Okay? And so when a player is ready to come out the closet, whatever that means, and of course he says he knows that there are gay players in the NFL, and I'm sure their teammates know that they're gay. All right, I played organized sports for most of my life. I'm also a former member of the U.S. military. Guys know when other guys are gay. Okay, there will be telltale signs. I'm not saying that you could just look at a person and know that they're gay. But if you spend any amount of time around a person, not any amount, but a considerable amount of time around a person, and you get to know them, you will pick up on whether or not they are gay or not. Okay, it'll just be telltale signs. Like, this guy never goes out with women. He's always, whenever we see him, he's always with these effeminate males. So, I'm sure that the NFL players know who's gay, who's not. But the thing is that important to playing the game? I don't think it is. But by the same token, if he doesn't want to be defined by the color of his skin, what makes him think that any other person playing in the NFL wants to be defined by their sexuality? It's not incumbent upon them to come out to the public if they don't want to make a spectacle of themselves, because that is what will happen. Just look at Jason Collins of the NBA. Made a complete spectacle out of himself. Now his girlfriend, ex-fiance, is coming out and saying, oh, he never told me, and this and that, and people speculating on whether he been living life on the down low. And RG3, you just really need to focus on football, bro, until you get some years on you, or get some better understanding on whatever it is that they're talking about, these complex issues dealing with religion, homosexuality, and race. Because, young man, you're very confused. You're very, very confused. And then also, and I know the media, because this was a GQ magazine interview that he gave, I know these reporters be ambushing these players with these questions. We saw that with the young man for the San Francisco 49ers last year, okay? And they asked him if he would accept a gay player in the locker room. Number one, it ain't his locker room. He don't own the locker room. Okay, and so if a person is on that team hired by the owner or whoever does the hiring, he's going to accept that person whether he likes it or not. It's not a matter of acceptance. It's a matter of you're there to do your job. Just do your job. And so, but I know that the media loves to ambush these players with these type of questions, particularly black players. They love to ask black players if they will accept gay people in the locker room. And, they just need to start saying no comment. That's up to that individual what he wants to do with his life. For RG3 to say, now is the time. Come on, dude. Like, they don't know what they want to do. Maybe they don't want the world to know their personal business, which I feel like it is it's something personal. We don't go around asking people if they're straight, or asking people to come out as straight. It's just ridiculous how the media, and then the media, again, pumps him up. He's so full of wisdom and this and that. Well, I beg to differ. So, RG3, when you're ready to come out as a black quarterback, maybe, some other players might decide they want to come out as being gay. This is Scotty Reed. I'm out.